Mr. Ladipo Johnson joins us as a member of the APC to give his perspectives on the entire preparations for this elections. Morning, thank you for coming on today.
Good morning, thanks.
How's the preparations going on? Because how many days now to the big day? So lots of talking points, and I'm sure you're winding down the campaigns now.
Yes, unfortunately, we've had some challenges, security challenges, and then the preparedness of INEC. But we're eternal optimists, as we always say. We hope things go well. We hope they will be ready. They've extended the period of collecting PVCs. So we hope they're able to meet up. I pray they are able to meet up. If not, then I think they'll have to consider the alternative, that is maybe allowing people to use the temporary voters' cards.
You say it's an alternative.
It's an
They
alternative.
haven't at least given indication they consider it as such.
I know. Professor believes, Atari Jaga believes that they'll meet up with the time left, and we hope they do. But this is, the politics heated up. A lot of people want to make sure that they vote this time, and we won't want people to be disenfranchised.
What for you will be meeting up? What would you consider as INEC meeting up?
And that would be giving virtually everyone who wants to collect his or her permanent voter's card, the card, before Election Day.
Even though they say that that's what they intend, that they're doing,
Yeah.
but there are those who are reported that, look, that's not what they see when they go to collect their PVCs. For those who have not collected at the moment.
Yes, there are some places you go to, there are large queues, so many people there. Sometimes the workers are not ready, you understand. But by and large, people have said they're collecting. I'm not sure how many we can, I don't know the figure remaining. I mean, probably about 20 million or
yeah,
so.
between 20 and 26, they tell us.
And you have how many days to go? You know, so I'm not sure about the fact that they could be that efficient to get all those cards out. It presumes that the cards are there, and then people will be able to come from work or wherever they are to collect the cards. But we're hoping and praying that to a large extent, virtually everyone who intends to collect will collect.
What will mean to a large extent for you, knowing that we already have a figure over 20 million outstanding?
Yes, I believe, I wouldn't want to put an arbitrary figure to it. The ideal would be that if it's 20 million outstanding, then 20 million can collect. Out of these 20 million, of course, some are dead, some have moved away, some are living in America. Yes, so that's why I keep saying that. Those who choose to collect their PVCs, I pray they can, that it's made available.
In trying to make, make us have a successful process for this extension, which expires on the 8th of this particular month, what would be your own advice? Or because for some, they say if we have a work-free day, while others are already thinking of having perhaps an allowance for you to get out of work to go get your PVC, will be okay. Will it be sufficient, or you also think that they should have given us almost close to the election day?
No, I do not necessarily subscribe to a work-free day. It costs us too much. Every day we have a public holiday or whatever, it costs, the economy loses so much. But if your people are there, say till, when I say your people, INEC, say till 6 p.m., and they're there at weekends as well, then people ought to be able to collect. Mind you, we only have one weekend left.
Have you collected yours?
Oh, yes.
What's the vibe you're getting from those around your community? For someone who was here with us yesterday, he did say for some in the southeast, they say, well, some people have been asking them to pay before they get their PVC. Do you have such stories from around your area?
To be fair, I don't think so. Not in my area. But I heard something like that. But not in my area.
Not verified.
But not verified, definitely not. I mean, I have no means of verifying. But during a conversation, someone said something like that. But my area, I don't think we've had that problem. The parties are doing their best. Both well, when I said there are many parties, but the two major parties are going around talking to people in neighborhoods to ensure that they collect their PVCs and everything.
Tell us if you have any inkling. You know, we've heard stories of people also buying PVCs. Is there a reason why politicians buy PVCs?
Well, again, not verified. If you have, I read on the pages of the papers, yes, people are trying to buy PVCs. And you get politicians campaigning and saying, don't sell your PVCs. Why would politicians buy PVCs? It's the same reason why in the days gone by, politicians would try to cut away ballot boxes. You understand? So rigging and all these things are English words. They're not Nigerian words. You understand?
I mean, well, yes, we're quick to attribute to the fact that, you know, it did not originate from here. But
Yes.
it would seem that we're perfecting the art. It would seem that no matter what INEC does, the politicians are one step ahead. So INEC is saying they are not bothered about that because whoever it is that is buying PVCs or TVCs, as the case might be, will find out it's going to be useless on that day. But it would seem that politicians don't believe that.
They usually do not. You will see that, I think it was the last elections, INEC said no multiple registration. And those are the grassroots, I'll tell you the truth now. Those are the grassroots who would say, no, there's no way they can detect multiple registrations. And you have people registering in different polling units. But gradually, now they've seen that it's a computer age. The system will weed out multiple registrations, especially with your biometric details and everything. We're getting there. But as you say, they will try. I don't think they'll remain a step ahead. They will try to remain a step ahead. Some of them will try to.
Well, even though there are several reports now, because this, I guess we'll have to ask INEC eventually if they've actually done maybe a test run of this system to ensure that if they can use the word foolproof, because I know people who have 2 permanent voter cards, and then some who have collected their permanent voter cards and still have the temporary voter card. So all those kinds of challenge. But about logistics, we know it's a big issue, but INEC is optimistic this time that, well, so far, we've had previous elections this year, late last year, even last year, and so from the look of things, they say they will be good to go. What do you think?
We pray and hope that they're good to go, you understand?
Yeah, but what's your level of optimism? If for instance, 100 is the highest, what's your level of optimism that, you know, INEC would be ready and good to go?
I think if we do 80%.
You have 80% confidence in INEC?
Well, then I believe we've done really well. I think that the basic thing is the intention by INEC to create a level playing field, to have free, fair elections. That's the first and most important thing. And I do not feel that at this stage you'd usually have people accusing them, but we don't have that. So that's a good sign.
No.
Then
hold on. Your party is not accusing them. Doesn't mean that other parties are satisfied. We had a guest here yesterday who said that they believe that INEC is a little lopsided in terms of how they've done this distribution, and they think they're doing it to favor certain parts of the country. So
no, I mean,
I think you should speak for your party.
No, I won't speak for my party.
I'll speak for your.
I'm not a spokesman of the party. Yeah. But basically, from what I've seen, read, and what have you, by and large, it's been all right. Now, if people from a particular part of the country troop out to collect their voters' cards, maybe they're more passionate about the upcoming elections. It's understandable. You don't blame anyone else. If I go, I'm a legal practitioner, if I go to court and I'm with clients and I say I don't have time to collect, it's not the fault of the person from the East.
This is also coming on the heels of, calls for postponement
Yes.
for this election to allow people collect their permanent voters card. So, 80% confidence on your part?
Yes, yes, yes.
What exactly has INEC done to deserve this?
No, because we've watched the elections. We saw Ekiti, we saw Anambra, we saw Ekiti, and we saw Osun. And so far, I really haven't seen anything to make me feel that they're not prepared to give us a free and fair election. You understand? Being fair, it isn't easy. Logistics in Nigeria, very, very, very difficult. So it isn't an easy thing, and you cannot please everyone, especially passionate politicians on all sides.